on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got the MN78 Jeep Cherokee crawler, newest release from MN model. We had a look at this the other day. Fantastic scaled looking rig here. I do want to show you one thing before we get started here. It's this first test run. I didn't realize this, but check that out, guys. The whole back opens up. Check out that cargo space. That is awesome. Just another awesome thing that MN thought about when making this one. So we're up here, up at the cabin for the weekend. We're going to be doing a little backcountry crawling here for its first test run. So let's see how it does here. Let's get to it. Here we go. So guys, this has got a 280 motor in it, which should be plenty of power for where we're testing it out here. Now, one thing that does concern me here, let's stop it here for a sec, are the tires. They look good. They're definitely scaled, but I don't think they're going to perform well. Just that tread pattern alone, I don't think is going to do too great for off-roading, but we'll see. That's why we're here to test it out. So far, so good. And the light kit on this thing is just awesome. Fantastic light kit. Let's see if we can manage to get down here without crashing. Nice. So what I should have done there, guys, and maybe we'll get back over there and I'll show you, is maybe what I should have done is hit that throttle button that we showed you on the transmitter. And that what that'll do is that's going to actually initiate the drag brake, which we didn't do. So when we're doing, like, for instance, let's come down here. I'm going to hit that button, throttle rate button. You can see the lights blink. That's confirming that it's done. And now this will have a drag brake. You can see how it kind of just doesn't want to roll. So that's a great option on this one. I am going to turn that off because we do get a bit more speed without in the other throttle mode. All right, let's keep going at it here. So keep in mind, guys, this is a budget RC, so we're not dealing with a $400, $500, $600 crawler here. We're dealing with something a fraction of the price, and if it performs half as well as some of those higher-end crawlers, we're in pretty good shape for what we paid for this one. Now, right here is where I'm going to initiate that drag brake again. You'll see the lights blink. There we go. We'll put it into that throttle mode where the drag brake is initiated. And this should help me get down here. It's going to be tough for me to get down here without crashing. Yeah. Well, I gave it a shot. All right, guys, continuing on here. Now you can see it went over that, no problem. Oh, what happened? But guess what? Now this might be a flaw here. We hit the power switch as we ground it out on this little bit of wood here. So that might be a bit of an issue. Let me flip it over here. Typically on MN models, we're used to seeing the power switch tucked up in the front here. Now this is right on the bottom. It is recessed in there, but I just grounded out what I was going over there and it hit that switch. So you know, that's stuff we don't really realize until we get out here and test it out, and that's something that just happened. So we'll see if it happens again, or was it just a fluke? I was going through this stuff pretty good. All right, guys. Well, you know what I'm noticing right away is that 280 motor is, I would say, just enough power for this one. It would be nice to have a little more power. Now, that might not be just the motor itself that's causing that. This is a lithium-ion battery. And if we, let me flip that back over. If we were to install a LiPo, I bet you we would see a bit of a difference in this. Maybe even quite noticeable. I don't have a LiPo with me that'll work with the stock connectors, so we won't be able to test that out today, but I might test that out here in the near future. We'll just keep going out of here for a few more minutes before we wrap this one up. Now here's where these tires are having issues. So we gotta find a different line. There we go. The tires I just don't think are grippy enough. Now here's a good spot here for that drag brake to go back on. There we go. Let's see if we can ease it down here. Nice. So it's definitely got some good qualities, this one. I would say the look of it is spot on, looks great. Underpowered a little bit, yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to upgrade the motor or not. I'll have to dig into that. I haven't looked at it yet. I know it's a 280 motor in there, and we'll see. Maybe we can, I have a 370 motor that's sitting around. Maybe we can stick that in there, we'll see. But I'll have to tear that apart once I get it back home after our trip this weekend. It definitely moves over land like this, nice. See if we can find some more obstacles to go over here. Here we got a bit of a rock here. We don't have a planned route here, guys. We're just kind of hitting it as it comes to us. That's usually what we do when we're up here at the cabin and we're having fun with our crawlers. Whoa! Wiped it out. All right, back at it here. Through some pretty thick stuff here. Not quite enough power to get through there. Come on. There we go. We made it. Took a little effort. Just kind of picking the lines as I see them here, guys. So not bad. Like, this is actually doing pretty good. Oh, we're digging in a bit there. We're caught up on a stick. See if we can get off it. There we go. You know what? The tires are not as bad as I thought. On loose ground is where they don't seem to do too well, but when you got a little bit of traction, a little bit of stuff to grab onto, it's working all right. All right, let's bring it back this way and let's continue on with our backcountry adventure here. Now it is getting hung up a bit, I'm noticing here, and that would be the lack of power. And I would first, before I decide to change that motor out, I think trying it on a LiPo battery would be the first thing I'd like to try on it, see if that helps. Because I run some of my MN crawlers with 260 motors and they seem to work just fine with the 260. So that's why I want to give this 280 a fair chance before I look at swapping it out. Nice. All right, let's go down here where we're going to activate that drag brake again. First, we got to get off this loose stuff. Yeah, and we're digging right in there. You can see, no, we managed to get out, but it does not like soft ground. All right, right here, drag brakes on. Ease ourselves down. Very nice. Well, guys, you know what? Not too bad. I'm actually impressed. You know, and I'm taking into consideration on how much this costs. It's definitely doing good. There's definitely some improvements that can be made, like I mentioned during the video here, but you know what, we'll see where we go with it. We'll try that battery, like I said, lipo first, and once we try that out, if we're still not satisfied with how the power is, we'll look at upgrading the motor. I might look at throwing some other tires on there as well. So got a few things that we can consider here to get a little more out of the MN78 here, but overall I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm happy with how it's performing here. This is actually you know what, a decent spot to test these, and I think it did all right. So I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to wrap this one up now. Had a good time here with the MN78. If you guys liked what you saw, make sure you give this a big thumbs up. If you want to get some more info on the MN78, or even grab one for yourself, check out the links down below in the description. I'll have them listed down there. And if you're new to the channel, well, hey, I'd appreciate if you hit that subscribe button before you head out. And remember, don't be a stranger. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.